Hi, folks. Hope everybody's okay. It's good to be with you, and love to everybody out there. And hope everybody's okay. Had a great day today. Oh, it's been a wonderful day for evangelism. What a wonderful day we had. We had a vast crowd today. I mean, really vast crowd. It was an awesome crowd, massive crowd. In the city of Manchester, it was an amazing day, a wonderful day for reaching out. Someone gave the heart to the Lord today. So that was wonderful. My name's Jason, and my website's jasonburnspreacher.com, jasonburnspreacher.com, jasonburnspreacher.com. Go on my website, full of stuff, and you'll be really, really encouraged. The Gnostic Gospels. I've read a book yesterday called the Nag Hammadi Library. There were many, many Gospels in there. There was the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Truth, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Just reading my notes. There was lots of Gospels that I read. And I want to just give you some of my conclusions and some of my thoughts of why I don't agree with the Gnostic Gospels and why I think the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and John, are more credible as material about Jesus. So I read a large collection of Gnostic Gospels called the Nag Hammadi Library. Now, if you go on my website, jasonburnspreacher.com, you can actually download the book that I read the other day. It's maybe the second to last page on the website, and there's a lot of material there that you can download. There's also a couple of lectures. Now, in the Nag Hammadi Library, these are my conclusions from reading the book. This is my own research, my own reading, and I'll tell you where it breaks off to other scholars. But some conclusions in my reading of those Gnostic Gospels. Number one, there is no archaeology of Judea mentioned. Number two, there is no real understanding of the Jewish context, for example, the Jewish culture and customs of first century. No mention of little mention of the Old Testament or the apostolic writers. And there is a mixture of Greek philosophy and ancient pagan religions. This is my conclusion in reading these Gnostic Gospels. What is the implication of that? Well, if the archaeology of Judea is not within the text, shows you that it's not first century, that it's a later embellishment, maybe second and third century. If there's no understanding of the Jewish culture and context, again, shows you that they are later writings. And no mention of Old Testament or Apostles' letters shows you that they were not really seen as authoritative within the Christian culture. I mean, there are one or two books that do mention the Old Testament and Apostles' book. The vast majority of the literature is very little of the Old Testament or New Testament within it. There is a clear mixture of Greek philosophy. There's some hint of Platonicism, thinking of Plato, and pagan religions within there. So what that tells me is that these Gnostic Gospels are absolutely clearly second century. They're not first century. Dr. Michael Kruger, who you can go and listen to on my website, talks about Dr. Bauer had the idea of that Christianity had multiple identities, but this is just completely bogus. And Michael Kruger gives 4 examples of why the 4 Gospels are more superior to the Gnostic Gospels. Number one, the Gospels are earlier. Most scholars agree that the Gospels were written in the 1st century. Number two, the Gospels are credible connection to the Apostles based on eyewitness material. Number three, they lack legendary embellishment. They don't legendize the resurrection. And 4, they were recognized widely by the church. For example, we have over 2,500 Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John of ancient literature, and we only have 3 or 4, maybe perhaps 5 if I grant you that, of the Gospel of Thomas, showing that they're not as popular. The Gnostic Gospels were not as popular as scholars try to make out. So I've given you a breakdown of the Gnostic Gospels, some of them, and basically why they're so weak in terms of not having any credibility to be a witness for the first century, and why the four Gospels have credibility. And I hope that's a blessing to you. So my website is jasonbirthpreacher.com. Please pray for us. It's been an awesome time. It's been a blessed time. It's been an encouragement time today. We've been so blessed in evangelism. Someone give their heart to the Lord today, and it's just been fantastic. So please pray that God will continue to bless. If you want to come out with us, come out with us. Please pray. God's really moving. He's on the move, and we need you to be with us. God bless you and have a lovely day. This is Jason, and keep preaching the gospel. Take care.